And I think many Americans, if not the overwhelming percentage, agree with that. But I earlier tried to get recognition from a gentleman from Rhode Island because I take deep offense and personal offense at some of the comments regarding the whole gay rights issue. We didn't raise this bill. We didn't try to use this as a wedge issue. It has been thrust upon us. I do not like to talk about this subject. It is a very deep and difficult subject. I personally have deeply held moral views that are obviously shared by the Catholic bishops, who presumably were also in the gentleman's denunciation, and that I don't believe that from my perspective this is worse than people who commit other things that I disagree with. And that's why I'm not particularly comfortable. But I do believe that as a moral country, as a country that was founded in these values, we have always paid tribute to these values of traditional marriage. And that the thrust of this bill, of which a number of these amendments have tried to address, have highlighted what is clearly a deep cultural divide in this country. And that when it's thrust at us, we're going to defend it. It doesn't mean we're trying to get some kind of partisan advantage. I'm telling you, I would rather not have this debate. But if the debate is here, then I'm going to engage in the debate because I'm not going to be intimidated because it happens to be my moral views, that suddenly my moral views are irrelevant, that I can't talk about my views, I can't talk about my beliefs, which happen to be, by the way, as has been pointed out, backed up by every referendum held in the United States, the views of the majority of the American people. So we have a right to express those. I believe that those who harass, who mock, who persecute, who discriminate against, in any kind of personal level, those who don't have the same sexual orientation are wrong. And that Christians, such as myself, have an obligation to say that that is wrong behavior. But it does not mean that whether it's back door, like this bill does, or front door, like the Defense of Marriage Act repeal would do, have a right to do that and silence us where we can't raise it without being accused of some kind of bigot. We have a difference of opinion. And when we say my friend at different times, we really mean our friends. We've worked together on alcohol and mental health issues. We can have disagreements on something like this without me being bigoted. And that's why we were concerned about the words. Would the gentleman yield?
Okay, I'm just making a point that your Christianity, that the morals and the values that you espouse right now, where they're coming from, the hypocrisy is so deep you can cut it with a knife.